Hello guys, this is a review of RYOBI Max Power Lawnmower. This is a cordless one which is operated by a battery, and the version of it is 36 volt because they have a 18 volt and also 36, so this is 36 volt. And this is the box, how it looks. So you go, this is the top, and then that's how it looks from the side. Tune in. So soon we're gonna open it up and see what you have inside. So this is how it looks inside when you just open it, as you can see. So this is what comes out of the box. So you've got a battery here, you have a charger and this and the wire to connect to the mains. This is nothing, there's nothing in there. So this part here would be the streamer. This part here, I'm not entirely sure what it is, but we'll figure out very soon. I'm guessing this is part of the handle or something like that. So I'll put them together here. And then you got these two little side brackets. And then you have this part here. So I'm guessing this will be part for the streamer. This is just my guess. I'm guessing these two belong together there as well. Then we'll go to the main part. This part here. So just 1 second. So you have the lawnmower itself, and also the grass bag. Okay. So those are the stuff that comes with it. So now I shall try to figure out how to put it together. So obviously we have a instructions manual here. So on the manual it first says you have to lift up this part here, and then it should click into place. Using these two handles on the side there, so that will lock into place here. So once you've lifted this part here, then you need to lift this mechanism here, which is the handle, and then you use these two screws to put it together so it stays nice and tight, as you can see here. So to fit the bag, so you see this part here, basically it has a certain angle to it, yeah, as you can see, yeah, certain angle. So it has to be the way you put it in has to go the same way the same angle the bag is, basically. So it goes in, as you can see when I lift this bag here, you can see the angle, like it curves in, so the same shape, yeah. So you just push it in just like that. It's very difficult to show you through there. It goes in just like that. So basically, when you are putting in the bag, yeah, so you have to make sure this part here stays out, yeah. And also, once everything in, you've got these flappy things, yeah. So you need to wrap them around the metal areas, yeah, just like that. And this is the bottom of it, yeah. So you see how they open up. You can, so they just wrap around the metal thing. And this is how it should be. This is how it should look like once it's all complete. And okay. So back to the lawnmower. Inside here, when you open up, you see this part here. Oh, just give me a second. So this part here, yeah, so just came out from under there. So basically, if you want to use the bag to store or to collect the leaves and things like that, you're gonna need to remove this part here before you can put this in there. So to put the bag in, so I'm assuming you lift this part here. It's very difficult to record while I'm doing this. You lift the part like that, and then you just slot the bag in. So you slot the bag in just like that, and this is how it should look like. Yeah, that's inside. You can't really see much. So it's like that. To remove it, you just lift, and then it should just be able to come off. So that's the finished product, yeah. So to put the battery in, you just lift this part here, and you just slide it in, and then you should hear it clicking into place. So as you can see there, it's in, and also obviously you got this safety key. I think it has to be in for it to work, and there it is. So from now on, I think this machine should be ready to be used. By the way, before you turn on the machine, yeah, just make sure underneath there is some wrapping paper, yeah. So make sure you remove that before you can switch it on, and also before you turn it over, make sure you remove the safety key just in case you press it by accident and it turns on. So to set up the streamer, yeah. So first of all, you start with this part here. So what you need to do is unscrew that part there until and remove it completely, and then you're gonna need to slot it in this place here, yeah, and then you're gonna have to screw it back on, yeah. So I'll do it, and then I'll show you the finished part. So it should look just like this. Then for this part, what you need to do is unscrew these two screws using a star screwdriver, yeah, until they're completely flush to the metal, this metal here, and then you'll be able to slide this part in, yeah. And while you're sliding it in, I think they've made a clear here that there's like a little bit of dimples. Yeah, I think that's the side. The side it should be aligned to the screws there. So I'm gonna do this part and I will show you how it looks like after. So this is how it should look like once you're done. It's nice and secured. Yeah. Now you move on to this part here. So basically you've got this part here. I think the guard for the motor at the bottom here. Yeah. So and also you've got 4 screws. Yeah. So what you need to do is you're gonna put it on there and then you screw it up. So, and this is how it should look like after you've put it on. Yeah. To adjust the cable, what you need to do is just push this side here and that side here. Yeah, at the same time. And then that will pull, you'll be able to remove this part off, and then you can adjust the cable length to basically you need to adjust the cable for it to cut properly. And just make sure you remove this tape. There was a tape here, you need to remove it as well. So to put the battery, again, this is the battery, you just slide it in that way, like that, and then yeah. So I'll show you. So you should hear it click into place, and that's how it looks like after the battery is put on. To remove it, the battery, just press this button there, this silver thing here at the bottom, and then that should allow you to slide it out. Okay. So guys, this is the garden I'll be tackling today using the RYOBI streamer and also lawnmower. This is how it looks like from above. As you can see how much grass it is on the length of it. So basically right here I'm going to be cutting the grass using the streamer, but then I'm going to realize very soon that I haven't got my eye protection, and then the little grass pricks into my eyes. That's when I stop and then I go and get some glasses for my eye protection. So guys, whenever you're doing this, make sure you've got something to protect your eyes or anything, because things do freak up and then they can land anywhere, so just be wary. is how well it cuts, considering the length of the grass I had. So now I'm gonna resume with a lawnmower to see how well it cuts. Oh dear me, I've managed to run out of battery. So this is the results after cutting using a full charge battery. As you can see, it did cut quite well, quite a lot of space all the way to the back there. But obviously I haven't finished the whole garden. But I guess I'm gonna have to wait for another few hours until the battery is fully charged.
And if you're wondering how long did the battery last, so I would say an estimate of 1 hour. I think that's the best to my understanding, because I wasn't really timing it. So once the battery was fully charged, then I continued with lawn mowing, and this is the results at the end of. As you can see, the grass is well cut, and one thing I can say, it was very easy to move the lawnmower around since it was wireless. Made my job much more easier. And thank you very much for watching, guys, and take care.